I just wanted to get back on the ice, and whether it's sledge hockey or possibly like coaching or scouting, I just love being on the ice. So any way I can do that would be awesome.
And that's Broncos player Ryan Strashnitsky speaking to the CBC's Susan Ormiston about his future and his goals. That future took a sharp turn nearly 3 weeks ago in a terrible crash at an intersection in Saskatchewan. Today, Ryan is telling his story to the public for the first time. And the CBC's Aaron Collins is at the Foothills Hospital in Calgary. So Aaron, what did Ryan and his parents have to say?
Well, the first thing that comes across with both Ryan Strashnitsky and his parents is that Ryan has got to be one of the most positive, upbeat individuals, young men that you can possibly run across. When you consider what he's been through in the last few weeks, his attitude and positivity towards what's coming next for him is really outstanding. And what that is essentially spending his days supporting his teammates and focusing on his rehab. Now, what that rehab means right now is getting used to living life in a wheelchair. That's his immediate future, and that means spending his days slowly building up the strength and the amount of time he can spend just sitting up. Right now, that's about 2 hours, but he says he has much, much bigger plans for the future. Have a listen.
Just, hoping one day to get to that point where I be able to walk again. Some people have said I won't be able to, but I kind of want to prove them wrong, and each day just do something more and more, sit in the chair longer, try and sit up longer, just little things like that.
And we also heard Ryan talk a little bit about his future.
Yeah, obviously he's focused on his future. His parents are starting to focus on his future. We heard him speaking with Susan in that terrific interview that she did yesterday about what his plans are. And Ryan's a hockey player. Ryan is a hockey guy, and Ryan wants to get back on the ice, whether that's coaching, whether that's sledge hockey, or whether or not he's able to walk again and somehow winds up skating again. That's what he's focused on. And of course, part of that is watching hockey. And the SJHL, the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League Finals, Game 7 was held last night in Nipawin. That's the town that the rest of the Humboldt Broncos and Ryan were on their way to when this terrible accident happened. The Nipawin Hawks won the Canalta Cup last night, won the championships of the SJHL, and they're going to be moving on to fight for a Canadian title. While they do that, and while they won that championship last night, they were wearing green helmets to honor the Humboldt Broncos, and Ryan says he's going to be watching that team and cheering for them moving forward. Have a listen.
Wearing those green helmets was pretty awesome to see, just to see the support. I know the SVM Bruins had a moment of silence for us, and just the league is so great with that, and other teammates or players from other teams are showing their support for us, and it just shows that's what hockey's all about.
So an example of some of the great support from across the country and, of course, in the hockey community that the Humboldt Broncos have been receiving. And I wanted to mention that here closer to home, closer to Ryan's home, there is going to be a fundraiser held on June 16th in the hometown of Airdrie, just outside of Calgary. They'll be raising a little more money for the recovery of Ryan as he moves forward. He's got a lot of challenges ahead of him, but he sure looks up to it.
All right, Aaron, thank you. That is the CBC's Aaron Collins in Calgary. You're watching CBC News Network. We're back in a moment.